You can run, but you can't hide. What up? What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Modi J. This is the Mo You Know. This is Behind the Crime on Tubi. Self-defense or slaughter. Now, this is the Travis Rudolph story. If you haven't heard about the Travis Rudolph story, well, it's unfortunate for one party, it's fortunate for one party, if that makes sense. And we're going to find out today if it's self-defense or slaughter. Even though we know that we found out that it was self-defense, we're going to actually deep dive into the case, and we're going to bring up some law and crime where they were actually in court, and we're going to have a lot of won't they do it in the comments tonight. Now, initially we were supposed to do an interview with my dog Roy Lee and our boy Easy, but Easy couldn't get connected. So I said, I can't go tonight without doing a live for you all. So we have the Behind the Crime. And this is what we've really been waiting on. Tubi, they have a little docu-series going on. We started off with the Nipsey Hussle. Here we are with Travis Rudolph. They need to at least drop these, in my opinion, at least every 2 weeks. There's a lot of cases that they could do and cover because they are working with law and crime and they have all the evidence that they need over on YouTube. But nonetheless, we're definitely going to watch it. So we might do the interview tomorrow 'cause they hit me up. So we'll figure that out. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm Mo.J. This is the Mo You Know. We're going to do a little deep dive. So if you haven't heard of Travis Rudolph, we'll just give a little overview of it. No, I don't want to turn off my ad blocker. That's some high quality H2O. All right, let's see what we got here. Travis Rudolph. Now, he used to be in the NFL. So that's what makes this case so intriguing, should I say. A lot of people were saying, oh man, that's messed up. But we know that there's a young woman by the name of Dominique Jones, who turns out to be a liar. And this is one of those cases where Mo always says, just because it's a certain demographic, we can't believe everything that they say. Now, every single person lies, whether it's man, whether it's woman, whether you're trans, or you don't even identify as anything. Each and every person is a liar. We've all lied and we're all going to lie for the rest of our lives. So until I get further evidence on anything, I can't say if I believe it or if I don't believe it. So you can have your opinion about a situation and people can't get mad at you. It's just an opinion. I don't have the evidence. When you go into court and you're sitting on that jury, you're in a jury pool, you don't know if they did it or they didn't. You got to hear the evidence. If you go in there prejudging, is that a fair trial? No, it's not. It's not. They're talking about Diddy. I heard that Diddy blew up Kid Cudi car. I don't know. Where's the Can I believe it? Yeah. Do I think he did it? Yeah. But I would be wrong for saying that Papa Diddy Puff or whatever the nigga name is, brotherly love, whatever his name is guilty. I would be wrong for saying he's guilty. I don't have all the facts. I just don't. But we're going behind the crime. And fortunately for us, all the facts are going to be presented today. And also, we know that this young man, it was self-defense. It was self-defense. But we don't know. You know what I mean? We don't know. We don't know. Maybe Diddy did do that. We don't know. Maybe she's going after money. We don't know. It's just that we don't know. 30 M's do sound good right about now. 30 M's do sound real good right about now. If I could fabricate a story for 10 years ago, for 30 M's, I could come up with a hell of a story. Now, I'm not saying she's lying or not, but we behind the crime today. We behind the crime. What up, RC? My dog Eric in here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Let me see if we can get this thing going. Let me see. Will it play? Or do I gotta turn on my all right, hold on. I think it's gonna play. All right, here we go. Behind the crime, because it's midnight over here. So I wanted to do this at 6 p.m. for y'all. Behind the crime, self-defense or slaughter, 2023, hour TV 14. So it's not gonna be too gruesome, but it's gonna give us the facts. It's a documentary, crime, sport. Responding to a shooting, authorities find an ex-NFL player injured and another dead. They now face the question: was it self-defense or slaughter? Hmm. Self-defense or slaughter? All right, let's see. Let's see how they did this. This is part two of Behind the Crime, and let's see if they can continue the streak. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Hell no, you did. No sound. Golly. Hold on. Cause I did the let me see, man. Don't worry, we'll be moving over into the studio pretty soon. Let me present, share screen, entire screen, share audio, screen two, now.
Now walked outside with no shirt on, shot the mail, and then went back inside.
Good.
Right there, 2150. Does he have a pulse? About a half a mouth.
Nah, he's not breathing.
They found Sebastian John Jacques shot in the front passenger seat of the car.
There's someone out there who's an active shooter.
Chasing me, screaming, he's gonna kill me. I was running for my life.
He killed someone. That's why we charged murder.
The image of Travis Rudolph facing the judge, accused of murder, seems to be a shock to those who know him.
They conspired and planned to go to Travis's house at midnight, several hours after this alleged slamming to the ground, to kill him.
Travis was legally justified to come out with a gun and use self-defense.
This was not a case where his back was against the wall and he had to be forced to shoot.
Imminent threat of either death or great bodily harm, that time was over. The fight was over. He shoots 39 times into the passenger side of that car when they're inside.
39 rounds. My football number was 39. You came across that middle, just like that chopper. I'ma take you down. Pause. But Plies also told us that he's from Florida. The more rounds you use, the less aim it takes. But you heard him say, hey, self-defense. They came, they were a threat, bodily harm. He had every right to come out of his house. with that chopper, letting it sing. You know what I mean? Letting it sing. 39 rounds. But what would you do if 4 people came up to your house talking about they gonna kill you? You gonna sit in there and hide? You gonna go down in the basement, lock yourself in? Or you gonna stand on business and go outside and let the chopper sing? I mean, you're well within your right. They are on your property. They are bringing it to your front door, literally. What would you do? Ask yourself, what would you do? But wait till we get into the story of how they actually got there. That's where you're going to realize that every 3 minutes and 39 seconds, we lose a brother to the streets. Now, I'm not always talking about dying, but listening to what people, or should I say liars, lie about. But I will tell you this, 3 out of 10 niggas is real niggas. Mo is one of them. We trying to find the other 2. By the end of the night, Travis Rudolph will be number 2.
What do we have? A shootout. Someone threatening someone or someone feeling threatened.
Behind the crime, self-defense or slaughter. Need you to breathe and think.
West Palm Beach is somewhat affluent. It is not a high crime area in any particular way, shape, or form.
West Palm Beach is well known to tourists who come to Florida to visit and to go to the restaurants as well as the clubs.
But on April 7th, 2021, police started getting phone calls about multiple gunshots.
August 7th, 2021.
Male walked outside with no shirt on, shot the male, and then went back inside. 911, where's your emergency? We need ambulance. Where are you? I don't know. We're in Northway, 40th Street, and Broadway? Broadway, yeah, 40th Street, Broadway. What's going on? We have someone who's shot. He's shot? Yes, he's not moving. Please hurry.
So, real quick, one thing I never understood was, and not just for this case, but for any case, and in any TV show or movie that we watch, why do the tough guys get to call to the police and say that they're shot? Why do the tough guys go to the hospital? If you're pulling up somewhere to do some shooting and you're the one initiating it, you shouldn't be able to call the police and ask for help. You shouldn't be able to go to the hospital. They should honestly, in this event, you guys showed up to shoot somebody and y'all get shot. You shouldn't be, they should, like, I know it sounds bad. I know the medical field, they have to, help whoever it is, no matter who it is. Same with the military, even if it is a terrorist or the enemy, medical, they have to provide help. But me personally, I look at it like this. These fools, once they found out that they went over there and did the shooting, they shouldn't get any medical help. None. Y'all shot? Well, figure it out. You niggas figured out how to drive over there to do some shooting. You niggas need to figure out how to get the bullets out of the shootee. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. If you gonna go over there and do some silly shit, then you need to just deal with the silly shit. You can't be the tough guy and call the police. Hey, we got someone shot. Were you guys shooting? Yeah, we were shooting. Oh, well then y'all need to figure it out. Get the fuck off the line. What up, D. Clark?
4015 Broadway. Hey, step back from me. Please, hurry. Okay.
Please, bro. Oh my fucking God, bro.
Hey, relax.
I can't.
Relax. What's your name, dude? Keyshawn Jones.
They found Sebastian John Jock shot in the front passenger seat of the car.
You don't have anything in breathing?
I don't know, bro.
Does he have a pulse?
Nah, he's not breathing. He's not breathing, right? Nah.
Listen.
Oh my God.
Yo. Yo. Look at me. I'm not here to lie to you. Okay? His last name is your boy. His name is Jeanjac. 21 years old, black male.
Sebastian Jean-Jacques, by all accounts from his family and friends, was a peaceful, charismatic guy.
They always are. Oh, not my baby. He was such a good boy. He was going to go to college. He had dreams of being a doctor. Well, guess what, Mom? We don't give a fuck. He went over there and he tried to intimidate and whoop on somebody. Unfortunately, your son is one of those demon kids that had to go. It's unfortunate. I feel sorry for the mom, but for you to initiate it and you end up in this situation, that is on you.
The type of person that when you have to walk down the block, he stops 20 times to say hi to everyone.
Sebastian Jean-Jacques, he was the son of immigrants, 21 years old, and he actually had a bright future. He was headed to France to study finance.
In fact, his nickname was the Don, and many people perceived or saw him as somewhat of a peacemaker amongst his friends.
So he perhaps is not someone that the police might typically believe would be mixed up in something that would lead to their demise.
They never do.
Bro, it's important for us to know where it happened. Where did this occur?
No, I did not, bro. I did not. Travis Rudolph's house.
What is Travis Rudolph's house? Who's that?
Travis was my sister's ex-boyfriend.
Bro, think. I need you to breathe and think. So tell me what happened.
We went to the house and talked to Travis.
Okay.
He came outside trying to argue. We're not trying to argue with him.
Okay.
We're on our way out. We get to the car. He runs back in the house, grabs his gun, comes out and starts shooting at us while we're trying to leave.
Law enforcement, at that point, they're going with what's being told to them.
We got to his house, knocked on his door. And he just came out with aggression, anger, energy, trying to fight. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. He didn't have no guns. It was quiet until he came into the street. And then I heard gunshots. It wasn't no shots from us. And then he's shooting.
Yeah, well, what were you guys doing at Travis's house? Oh, we were trying to talk to him. It looks like it is, I can't tell the time. What is it, July 4th or April 7th? 5:14 in the morning. So you guys came over to talk to him at 5 o'clock in the morning, huh? 4 gentlemen came to talk to him at 5 in the morning. Don't nobody come in my Don't nobody pull up to that. No. Don't nobody pull up to the crib at 5 in the morning. No. Especially 4 Negroes. The chopper is at the front door. I don't care what they doing. His car broke down. Y'all better figure it out somewhere else, not on my yard.
It's in the driver's seat. Sebastian hops in the front seat, and I ran and I jumped in the back.
Okay.
And then I started hearing shots ringing, do. They weren't like that far. I mean, he wasn't that close to us, but it was like kind of far. So I'm like, oh my God.
Okay.
So then that's when I ducked down in the back right seat, and then there's just shots coming through the car windows right next to me. I don't know. I heard Sebastian say, he said, I'm hit.
Police are told by the men who are still alive they had no guns with them. Travis Rudolph simply comes out after an argument and starts shooting at them as they are fleeing away. Just the shooting alone shocked the community of West Palm Beach. This shooting becomes even more shocking if you know who Travis Rudolph is.
Who's Travis?
Travis Rudolph was a former NFL player. He used to play for the Giants and also played for the Miami Dolphins before being injured.
He was an excellent football player. He was recruited to FSU on scholarship. He was that good.
He is no stranger to gun violence. In 2017, right before the NFL draft, his father was tragically killed while working
Even though it may have been accidental, that's what prompted Travis to learn how to shoot, carry firearms, protect himself and his family, because he realized what a dangerous community we live in.
He had to deal with a lot in his life, but he was still able to play football. His good looks and his athletic ability really took him far.
So Rudolph is going to be the suspect.
Not the corner house right there where you're parked at, but the one behind it. That's the possible suspect's house.
Detective Vandelon was the assigned homicide detective in this investigation.
The three of the units there, Redwood and Sable.
She had like 50 police officers to help.
Near Travis Rudolph's home, they find another victim, Tyler Robinson, who's been shot 3 times.
Tyler Robinson is then taken to the hospital, and the detective interview him in the hospital.
Mr. Tyler, just explain to me what occurred tonight.
There was an argument between my sister, Dominique, and her boyfriend. This isn't my blood sister. This is like my best friend's sister. She's basically my sister as well.
Never in my life, any of the women I ever called sister that weren't my real sister, they could tell me a nigga did the most foul shit, kicked him out somewhere. Never once in my life did I ever think I'm about to go pull up and check a nigga for a play sister. Not today, not yesterday, the day before it, 30 years before now, or ever did I ever think that I'm about to go get into it with a nigga because he did some shit to her in an argument. That ain't got nothing to do with me. All I can do is tell you to stop fucking with that nigga. That's it. I can't go over there. I can't go check a nigga. I can't be a man and stand. I'm not doing none of that shit. My life is more valuable than your life. This is what happens when you get into dumb shit. Hey, can you go over there? I got an argument with. What am I going to do? All I can do is tell you, stop arguing with that nigga and don't go over there no more. But I'm not putting myself in that situation. I don't do domestic disputes. I'm not the police. That's what 911 is there for. Mo is here for advice, and that's it. I'm not getting up off my ass to help you argue with a nigga. Because that means me and this nigga got to argue. And I ain't got nothing to argue with this nigga about because I don't know this nigga. Because one thing Mo doesn't do is listen to women talk about other niggas. I just don't care about that. But you see what this will do to you? You want to be the cool guy. See, he was in the friend zone. He calls her his sister. Well, they only call her his sister. Call her, his sisters because she wasn't trying to get a nigga none. That's why I don't call nobody sister. No, that's my dog. That's it. We cool. That's my nigga. That's not my place. I don't have a play sister. I got 2 real sisters. I don't have play sisters. But let's see what this play sister gets these fools into.
He put his hands on her. So we went over there to talk about what happened. And
So you guys got into a physical altercation?
Yes, sir. Everyone's fighting, and then finished fighting. Her boyfriend ran into the house and grabbed like a big gun. I just hear bullets hitting everywhere. He was just chasing me, screaming, he's gonna kill me. I was running for my life.
Travis Rudolph shot at Tyler and injured him, and shot and killed Sebastian John Jacques.
The police conduct a canvass at Mr. Rudolph's home. They ring doorbells, ask for door cam footage, and ask folks what they have seen.
A neighbor tells them that they heard gunshots, went to the window, and saw their neighbor, Travis Rudolph, with a gun in his hand.
Travis is the one that you identified as carrying the rifle, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Detective Vanderlyn must be putting those pieces together and trying to determine what happened. Why did he do it? She basically believed that Rudolph was the aggressor.
He exercised his right to remain silent. He knew you don't talk to the police.
Folks have constitutional rights against self-incrimination. So it's not uncommon for investigators to encounter people who do not want to speak to them.
Sheriff's office. Chat about. Sheriff's office, anybody here?
The detective got a search warrant signed to execute at the home of Travis Rudolph.
And they find 2 guns, a semi-automatic pistol and an AR-15 style rifle. They bag both firearms into evidence. They're looking for a number of things. Operability. Do these guns actually have the ability to fire? Were they fired recently? They're also checking to see if any of the bullets that were recovered from around the crime scene would match those 2 guns.
Travis Rudolph was not doing anything illegal in the sense of being in possession of those 2 firearms. He had a concealed license to carry.
But it doesn't mean you can just go shooting off your gun in the neighborhood at people whenever you want.
CSI is conducting their search. They're looking for shell casings.
There were 39 shell casings that were recovered, so they're able to pinpoint where the shooting actually took place.
The 39 spent shell casings, not directly in front of the door of Travis Rudolph's home, but about 100 yards away. This paints a picture as to how far Travis got out of the house before he started shooting at these 4 men. Why would one person have the need to shoot this many times? But as that happens, Travis comes out of the home. And Detective Vanderlaan puts Travis in the backseat of a patrol car to question him.
I would like to hear your side of it. So are you cool talking to me or no?
She hasn't got found guilty for the
You
rest
want a
of
lawyer?
it.
Okay.
That's when Detective Vanderlaan immediately puts handcuffs on Travis.
The man they have in custody on charges of first-degree murder and attempted first-degree murder is 25-year-old Travis Rudolph.
April 7th, 2021, 5 hours after the shooting. Now, I didn't know he was 25. I thought he was like 28. But I didn't really read too much into the story. I just seen little clips. So a lot of this I haven't heard. So that's good that we're actually watching this. I just was listening to like all the trial stuff and what happened and him being found not guilty. But yeah. So right now, what it appears is that the young gentleman that pulled up to talk to him, that's all they wanted to do. Allegedly, there was a physical altercation, which we're going to find out is a lie. Well, it's not a lie. It's just not the story that actually happened. These 5 gentlemen or 4 gentlemen, I don't even know how many it was. All I know is we got 1 dead on arrival, DOA. And Travis Rudolph is asking for a lawyer right now because in the state of Florida, they have a stand your ground rule, meaning you walk up, I can stand on this ground and lay you down to the ground. Well, he did exactly what he's supposed to do. Even when you're in the right, you still always ask for a lawyer. Never talk to the police by yourself.
But about 5 a.m., the police go to Travis Rudolph's home with a specially trained canine that can identify or sniff gunpowder. They find a gun in the bushes.
It almost looks as if someone tried to hide it, discard it, or just toss it out as they were fleeing.
There are just...
Yeah, that gun right there, you ain't laying nothing down.
Basically 2 types of shooting. One where one person is shooting at another. And then there's multiple persons who are armed and they're shooting at each other. Now this is a bit of a mess. Is it self-defense? Was it something else?
Of course it showed that they had guns, they were lying. The truth's gonna come out.
Shoot his shit up. Now, before we go any further, go ahead and put a "won't they do it" in the chat, because this is a prime example of won't they do it.
When Travis Rudolph was originally arrested, his family reached out to me, and They pursued hiring us, and we immediately went to the jail and met Travis. I truly believe Travis saved his own life on April 7th when this incident happened in the midnight hours. He was getting threats all night long. I don't think too many people in their right mind would have done what these young men did that night, prepare to fight or kill somebody.
Why mama ain't show this picture? Why mama show us the nice pictures? He says hi to everybody on the block pictures. Why she ain't show us this? Why she ain't show us the picture with the dope boys, with the money, with the fake Gucci belt on, with the Burberry shirt on, with the Louis Vuitton belt on? Yeah, why she ain't show us this? Why she ain't show us the money phone? Why they ain't tell us that he was a bad boy? Why they only tell us he was a good boy? Why they ain't tell us he was the bad boy? I thought that he was a good kid. I thought that these kids were straight A students. They wouldn't hurt a fly. But right now, they flipping off the camera. I don't even know what this is. He got a money phone. Old boy got the little purse that Riley was wearing in Boondocks. Yeah, they getting money over here. This don't look like no this don't look like no valedictorian picture here. This looks like gang gang.
Travis was legally justified to come out with a gun and use self-defense.
I definitely supported the decision made by Chief Assistant Adrian Ellis to pursue charges because it was the right thing to do. The fact that he killed someone, that's why we charged murder.
April 8th, 2021.
The image of Travis Rudolph facing the judge, accused of murder and attempted murder, seems to be a shock to those who know him.
Unlike some professional athletes, Travis Rudolph had a squeaky clean record. This case didn't seem to fit with the man that many people knew him to be.
There was a shot that went viral of Travis Rudolph where there was an autistic kid who was eating alone, and Travis went by him and sat next to him and spoke to him. That just goes to show you his character.
Oh, so it looks like Travis Rudolph was living the life that mama said that her son was living. It looks like Travis Rudolph was actually trying to make a better community.
No matter what your character is, kindness is not a defense. One person was shot and injured, and another person shot and dead. And under the law, someone has to be held responsible for that.
March 8th, 2022. Stand your ground here.
Travis Rudolph, 26-year-old, facing some serious charges after deputies say he was involved in a deadly shooting attack back in April.
He remains in jail, but is relying on Florida's Stand Your Ground law to set him free.
This is not a case you should plead guilty to. Travis said, I'm not pleading guilty even if they gave me probation. I didn't do anything illegal.
On the day that Travis Rudolph was arraigned, Tyler Robinson returns home from the hospital. Detective Vanderlaan decides to go and interview him. This is where the story takes a twist.
Tyler Robinson admits that the gun that was recovered, this 9mm Taurus with the extended clip, was his gun.
What happened with your gun?
I know I was going to have to either talk to the police, and I didn't want to have a gun on me and worsen the situation. So when I jumped over the gate, I literally just took my gun out of my pocket and dropped it on the floor right there. But prior to that, I didn't pull my gun out at all.
They lied to law enforcement. The guy said, none of us had a firearm. We didn't have a gun. But lo and behold, there's a gun that is recovered.
What do we have? A shootout. Someone threatening someone or someone feeling threatened.
Sir. Old man stuck his head out the door, said, not tonight. 8 days
Please
after the
speak with
shoot.
Travis Rudolph's girlfriend, Dominique Jones, to get more answers.
Ms. Jones, can I just have you raise your right hand? Do you swear that everything you're going to say is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Travis slammed me twice, a 190-pound football player.
So
She making it seem like 190 pounds is a big nigga. This is what 190 look like. This is Solid 190. This is what 190 look like. This is what 190 look like. She talking about a football player, 190. No disrespect, man. You about 180. You get on that D line, talking about 190, man. You about the same size that nigga Travis. You just shorter, so your shit, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? You got a little, you know what I mean? 190. She trying to go in there and lie. She think that white woman gonna fall for it. Unfortunately, this white woman ain't in the chair. This white woman is doing her job. So this white woman reading between the lines. Soon as she came in there, she slammed me twice. 190. Okay, you know his weight. We don't give a fuck about the nigga's weight. We'll do height and weight on our own. We don't need you to tell us how much he weighs. What happened that night? We don't give a fuck how much he weighed. What happened that night? We don't care he's 190. We're talking about gunshots. You know exactly what the fuck you're here for. We don't care about the 190, okay? We don't care that he's a football player, okay? We want to know what happened with bullets that night. We called you in here for that. We don't care that he played football. We got fingerprints. We know his eye color, his hair color. We know all that. We know height, weight, age, date of birth, social. We got all of that. We got all of that. Description, we don't need that. We need to know what happened that night. See, this is how this is going to go, man. You're not going to tell us the bullshit. We want answers, and we want answers for what happened that night. Okay? 190? No. We don't give a fuck about no 190.
After you calmed down, did you have a discussion with Keyshawn or Tyler or any of the four who ended up going to Travis's house?
Keyshawn said he was going to speak with Travis, so I knew his intentions were to go over there and speak and have a conversation because they do have a relationship.
Did you speak to him at all about whether or not he was bringing a gun?
There wasn't an actual conversation, but when you carry a gun on you, you can visually see it. I can clearly see he didn't have any type of weapon on him.
Okay. And did you have any conversations with Tyler or Chris or Sebastian about them bringing a gun or no?
No, not at all.
Did you say anything to Tyler?
Look how she's sitting. That motherfucker lying. When she get the fling in the hair, that motherfucker lying. When that motherfucker move forward and have her hands folded, that motherfucker lying. Just watch.
After that, about bringing a gun, physically harming him, anything like that?
No, I didn't tell anyone to bring a gun to his house.
And was your intent
Look at her.
in asking them to go to Travis's house to shoot him, harm him, kill him, anything along those lines?
Not at all. I love Travis. Me and Travis are in a relationship.
Dominique Jones had been dating Travis Rudolph for about a year and a half. Dominique supposedly had her real estate license. She was also living with her mother.
That's all you need to know right there. Real estate license, she ain't sold shit. She living with her mama, obviously, because she ain't sold shit. It all makes sense, man. All you got to do is just listen to their motherfucking life stories, and you can tell them if they ain't shit or they doing some shit. A real estate license, huh? Really? What real estate you got? Show me some real estates. Show me something. You got this license, but you're living at home with your mama. So obviously you ain't selling shit. Man, if I was a detective, boy, I'd be getting down to the nitty gritty.
There were two sides to that relationship. One was Dominique's and one was Travis's. Travis looked at this relationship as serious because he continued to see her, but at the same time, it wasn't monogamous. He did not think the relationship meant I can't see other people. She, on the other hand, thought that they were in a very serious relationship. So when she saw a text message on his phone from another woman, it infuriated her.
Dominique became so furious that she destroyed Travis Rudolph's PlayStation.
That's a no-no right there. One thing you ain't gonna do. One thing you ain't gonna do. You not gonna touch this. You not gonna touch this. You not gonna touch this.
She busted up his windshield.
Oh. She done hit the beamer. There ain't no way in hell that she would even be at my house anymore. No. It's pretty much when I have, saying my women come through, they can pretty much do whatever the fuck they want in here. Just don't break nothing, don't steal nothing. As soon as you get to breaking stuff, that's it. There's no more conversation. You're gone. If I need to notify the authorities, I've never called the police or somebody, but if you break my window, you break my PlayStation, you got to go to jail. You got to go to jail, and you will be seeing me in civil court because I'm taking you to jail for you and your mama's last dime. I'm sorry. But if you go and start breaking stuff, you're breaking the window. Do you know how much it is at Safe Life? I can call up USAA, but they still gonna hit me with that deductible. So it's not like I'm getting a free windshield. I gotta use that deductible. So sometimes it's better that I just pay out of pocket for it because I don't even want that on my insurance. But when you start breaking shit, you got to go. There's no conversation. There's no, let's make it up. That was a mistake. No, it's none of that. Me, cut them right on off. Cut them right on off.
But then she took it a step further, and that's when things turned deadly. Police are searching the vehicle that Keyshawn Jones took to Travis Rudolph's home the day of the shooting. Inside that vehicle, they find the cell phone of Keyshawn Jones. Texts between Keyshawn and Dominique raised some eyebrows for the police.
I was very upset during the time. It was a very heated altercation that me and him got into. When I got back into my vehicle, I texted my brother and Tyler in a group chat, shoot his shit up.
I don't wish death on anybody, but sometimes just hearing this story, I wish she was in the car with them. Maybe not getting killed, but just to witness this shit firsthand. Please go shoot his shit up at 10:15.
You did mention when we were talking on the phone that since sending that text message where you said shoot his shit up,
yes,
that you have since deleted it.
Correct.
When did you delete it?
I believe, don't quote me on this as either. I believe like a few days after everything had occurred, I believe like a day or two, I ended up deleting it because I realized that could look a certain type of way. So looking back now that the whole situation happened and Sebastian has passed away, I realized like that could make me look or portray me in a certain type of way that were never my intentions. So it was just an impulse to delete it. I'm not hiding anything. That's why I'm having this conversation with you as of right now. But after Sebastian passed away, I just didn't want it to look a certain type of way.
Keyshawn texted to Dominique that Travis is a dead man walking.
Well, Keyshawn ended up being a dead man riding in the passenger seat of his best friend's ride. This is what they were talking about when they were talking about Scrubs. Niggas in the passenger seat doing all that talking, all that woofing on the net. But when it came down to that action caught him. See, this is what happens when niggas pretend to be something they ain't. Remember, mama told us that he's a good kid. This ain't how Keyshawn talks. Travis is a good kid. He says hello to 20 people. He's going to say hi to everyone. Well, I bet mama didn't know that he was texting like this on her plan. I guarantee he did not tell his mama that on her cell phone plan, he was texting niggas as dead men walking.
When I heard that phrase, I thought to myself, they're 100% there to kill Travis Rudolph. And whether or not Dominique Jones was present, her influence was.
Dominique was the one who started and got the ball rolling. They came to fight, and they came to start a confrontation.
Who you calling a bitch? April 23rd, 2021, just over 2 weeks after the shooting.
Travis Rudolph had a camera system outside the home with multiple cameras.
At the time when the ring footage was retrieved, Travis had not been speaking to the police, nor was his mother cooperative, nor was his brother cooperative.
Good.
They weren't going to voluntarily get that ring footage.
So they get a search warrant, so they're able to collect and be able to view that video. The initial argument between Dominique and Travis, where she actually hits him.
She's attacking an unarmed man. I thought this 190-pound football player slammed her to the ground twice. I thought this ruthless NFL playing football player, 190 pounds, solid steel, slammed her to the ground 2 times. That's what I thought. That's what she made. She didn't make me believe, but that's what she was telling that white lady. She was lying to that white lady saying, oh, that 190-pound man slammed me. And I deleted that text because I didn't want it to make me look a certain way. And that was not my intention. But it looks like your intention was try to knock this nigga head off his shoulders.
He is not the aggressor. He is basically taking her hits, and he's basically trying to de-escalate the situation and calm her down.
Won't they do it? These unhinged, fucking animal.
Who are you calling a bitch, bruh? At some point, she falls or she slips, but you don't see Travis slamming her or hitting her. It's quite contrary to what she was claiming.
She lied about it. She was pounding on him.
The 4 men come feverishly knocking on his door. And they see Travis's brother Daryl comes outside and confronts them. An argument ensues, but anything outside of the camera's view, you don't see. Police know that Tyler had a gun because he admitted to it, but the surveillance video doesn't show anyone else with a gun.
It appears that they have something in their pockets, but the video is somewhat fuzzy, so I don't see anything dispositive here that they were carrying weapons.
I believe they left the guns in their pocket until they got out of view of the camera. Darryl Rudolph said at one point that Tyler Robinson had a gun pointed directly at his face, and he thought his life was over. During this beatdown, Travis runs back in the house to grab his gun.
Travis Rudolph slipped and fell, was able to get back up and start shooting and run after the car.
Yeah, get him, nigga. Yeah, what they deserve. Yeah, get him. Now that's what I'm talking about. Serving justice. Now they say justice, no, revenge is the best dish served code. No. Them hot fucking rounds on them niggas for coming over there, disrupting this man's house because Dominique Jones lying ass that sent you niggas over here. Them bullets that bit Forrest Gump in the ass should have hit each and every one of them niggas that came over that house that night. I don't wish death on nobody, but when you bullshitting, hey man, go ahead bullshit. He did the right thing. Try to take all their heads off. Now, I don't encourage shooting at nobody, but if it's in self-defense, then do what you got to do, man. So be it.
While in court yesterday, his attorneys argued Rudolph's case shouldn't be able to go to trial.
We brought a motion for a dismissal if the court or the judge finds that you were justified in shooting or killing somebody. The judge can give you immunity and dismiss the case.
At some point, the threat ends and you become the aggressor. The fact that he went out chasing a fleeing vehicle and ended up killing someone is beyond self-defense. It's an act of aggression, and it needs to be held accountable. We don't want a society or a community where people can go chase after fleeing vehicles, shooting 39 times at them, putting others at risk of a stray gunshot.
Travis said Tyler pointed a gun at him. He got so scared in his own home that he went and grabbed his firearm. First time ever. He loaded it and put a bullet in the chamber because he was worried that these guys, if they came over to his house, he would need to protect himself.
The defense really want this case to be thrown out, and they rely heavily on the video that shows the four men, Keyshawn, Chris, Sebastian, and Tyler, very aggressive and violent outside of Travis's home.
This was not a case where his back was against the wall and he had to be forced to shoot. He was purposely going after these individuals as
Same way they went after him.
retaliation. Can't have a society where you sanction violent retaliation against people who are fleeing. So I thought the video was favorable to the prosecution. The law puts the burden on us prosecutors to prove that the defendant was not in reasonable fear of his life. So we had to overcome that very large hurdle. You have to get in the head of an individual, and you've got a high burden to overcome.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Go ahead and take your seats.
Breaking.
As of right now, if you were there and you were in the jury, would you think he was justified for following the car and shooting? Or do you think after they drove off, he should have stopped shooting? What would you like, if you were in the jury, what would you think? Me personally, going after the car, I think that is a little excessive, but as a defense lawyer, I could say, man, you didn't know if they were going to turn back around. So you just wanted to make sure that they got as far away as possible from you. Now, I know they were talking about the stray bullets and that potentially hitting somebody, but that wouldn't be on Travis Rudolph. If someone got hit with a stray bullet, that would be on them for initiating all of this. So me personally, just looking at it, I'm like, man, they did come up to his house and they had guns. So at that point, it's really a fuck it. You gotta shoot until they gone. That's how I'm looking at it, because they could have drove down the street and kept shooting. No, I gotta make sure they are out of sight. They could have stopped down the block and came back. No, I gotta make sure they gone. Unless they gone, they ain't gone. You know what I mean?
News, a Palm Beach County judge has ruled Travis Rudolph cannot use a stand-your-ground defense in his first-degree murder trial. The former football star accused of killing a man in Lake Park last spring. Rudolph told police he felt threatened following an argument when his then-girlfriend's brother came to their home. Rudolph faces life in prison if convicted of murder.
We respect the judge's opinion, so no problem. We just welcome the opportunity to go to trial. We were working every day, every night to prepare.
March 18, 2022, the trial, jury selection.
There are some important parts to any jury trial. Number one is jury selection. You want to weed out those folks that have already made a determination as to the guilt or the innocence of the defendant.
You're looking for a juror who will set aside everything they've heard and just follow the facts and the law.
What did I say in my opening statements? You might have an opinion about something, but that's your opinion until you get all the facts. And once you get all the facts, it may persuade you to be like, wait a minute, that don't make sense because this actually happened and that didn't happen. So until you get the facts, you can't really say nothing. And the reason I asked you guys, what would you say, or what would you consider it with him chasing it down? Because we're about to get into the nitty gritty, the meat and the potatoes. Pause that, but the potatoes. You see what I'm saying? This is real deep what's going on behind the scenes in the text messages. And I'm going to bring up the real law and crime of what happened on the stand if they don't play it here.
I think we all took it extremely seriously.
Yes, it is a big
decision. There was a life that was lost. Sebastian is no longer on this earth.
But it was a huge decision.
Yes.
It was intense.
Yes. Yes. Listening to the testimony day in and day out was nerve-wracking.
They probed pretty deep on our thoughts of gun ownership, gun violence, thoughts of people ganging up on another person and how fair that is. As they dug deeper, we learned more and more about what we were going to hear during the trial.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Pay close attention to her, because the whole story that we've been hearing isn't the whole story. There's more.
The trial began on May 24th, 2023, and it was filled with a lot of anticipation.
For the prosecution, it's your time to give your narrative. What is the story? What are your bad facts? What are your good facts? What do you expect your evidence to show?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, good morning.
They painted Travis as a crazed man out to murder and maim these 4 men inside this car.
Imminent threat of either death or great bodily harm. That time was over. The fight was over. You're going to see on the video, those 4 boys are leaving. They are leaving. They are walking back to the car they parked 300 feet away from his house. He shoots 39 times into the passenger side of that car when they're inside.
Well, the prosecution is trying to argue that this wasn't self-defense, this wasn't stand your ground, it was murder. The prosecution did a very good job of highlighting some of the larger numbers. 39 shell casings shot from the outside of the car as they were fleeing. The amount of times that Sebastian Jean-Jacques was shot, 10 times.
39 times takes time. It takes effort. You have to go do some chasing, and you have to ignore the pleas of your mother, who is urging you not to escalate this.
All they did was rely on the 39 shots. That's it. They kept saying over and over, 39 shots, he has to be guilty.
In the defense's opening, they do as many defense attorneys do, and that's point the finger. They point the finger at Dominique Jones, the person who is the catalyst, who started off this entire day of mayhem.
The evidence is going to show that on April 6th of 2021, Dominique Jones, a woman scorned, set a series of events that ended in a tragedy and forced Travis Rudolph to act in self-defense.
Preach.
Her rage and jealousy set this entire thing in motion.
It started with Dominique coming over to Travis's house so they could go on a date. She looked in his...
Yeah, she a good 160. She a good 160. She got a heavy top half, and she look like she might have a little something, a little saggy in the back, but she about 160. So her and Travis, they ain't too far off when it comes to size. Now, he might have her in height, but they ain't too far off. Her center of gravity is a little bit lower than him, so she can get low and maneuver. But we also seen that she was assaulting this man. Now, him being 190 didn't stop her from bruising up his face, because remember, his face was swollen. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said that 190, we don't care how much he weighed. No. We want the facts. We want to know, what did you do leading up to the shooting? What happened during the shooting? Won't they do it? Won't they do it?
His phone and saw that he was talking to another woman. She ended up hitting him. She broke his PlayStation. She smashed his car windshield. And then she texted her brothers to go shoot his shit up. That started the chain of events.
The defense, when they did their opening statement, so many bad facts came out for the prosecution.
Dominique saw that he had been talking with a woman. She lost her mind. She became unhinged. She calls her brother, the one that she said was going to come over and kill him. They conspired and planned to go to Travis's house at midnight, several hours after this alleged slamming to the ground. to retaliate and to kill him.
Open this door, bro. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. If you had to use one sentence to sum this case up, that's it. She put Travis through hell. She put this family through hell. She caused somebody's death because of her fury and her anger.
The defense is always going to try to make it seem like there are holes in the prosecution's theory. And the burden of proof for the prosecution is beyond a reasonable doubt. So if you postulate certain theories, that's why we have Travis shooting back in self-defense. That is enough to cause some doubt in the jury's mind.
All rise. Circuit court is now in session.
With opening statements over, people are anxious and excited to hear what these witnesses will say. And the first witness the prosecution puts on, Keyshawn Jones.
On April 6th at 10:14 p.m., you write, Travis is a dead man walking. Is that right?
Yes.
Why did you write that text message?
That's pretty much just hyperbole. I just wanted to honestly just calm my sister down, make her feel better, you know, try to get her in a better headspace, but I didn't mean anything literal by that.
Keyshawn wrote Travis is a dead man walking. That's premeditation.
Keyshawn, he was upset about the way things happened. He seemed remorseful for what happened. He broke down a little bit while he was on the stand.
Once you take a look at this, do you recognize this person right here?
Look at the picture, nigga.
Yes.
Crying ass nigga.
Yes.
Who is this?
Sebastian.
Where are people seated in the car?
Look at him. Now he want to get on the stand and cry. But remember, you text. He's a dead man walking. No, nigga. No, nigga. Them angel wings on your chest ain't gonna save you today, nigga. All them tears ain't gonna save you today, nigga. Sit your bitch ass up and answer the fucking questions. You crying now, nigga. But you were texting like you was a big dog. She ain't.
You need a second? Okay. There's some tissue up there for you, Keyshawn, if you need some.
No, ain't no seconds.
Well, let me ask you this. You're the driver, right?
All right. Let's take a
oh no, Judge.
10-minute recess. All right.
On cross-examination, the defense really pushes it towards Keyshawn, suggesting that it is Sebastian who not only had a gun, but pointed it at Travis Rudolph.
I did not see Sebastian point a gun to aim at Travis. For me, I'm telling you that I didn't see any guns pointed.
You're assuming that.
I'm not assuming.
No, let me finish my question.
He was just caught in a trap because he knew I wasn't letting go. These are dangerous young men. This is not a prank.
Isn't that a fact that you guys immediately attacked him, never giving him a chance to do anything?
No.
That's not true?
No.
The jury has to be asking, are these words of him being a dead man simply just puffery and hyperbole, or is this his true intention and his thoughts?
Keyshawn said nobody brought a gun. It was in evidence that Tyler had brought a gun. The police found it. So we knew at least one gun had been brought. A bigger question is, were those guns used or pointed or taken out of their pocket? Keyshawn said that they weren't.
Man, this nigga showed up to court. He ain't get his hair cut. This is how your boy done went out 39 rounds. He done went out and you couldn't get a fade or a line. You came in here with this fake ass gold chain with your mama on it. These fake ass diamonds in your ear, and you got these fake ass tears. Your boy done got killed, murdered, because you niggas is talking tough. Man, you better sit your weak ass up, nigga, and answer every one of these questions. See, it's these little niggas right here, man. These goofy little niggas, they try to be something they ain't. And now he up here crying. I ain't seen no gun get pointed, but like, no, nigga, Y'all brought guns, nigga. Remember, y'all tough guys. Remember, you were the one that said dead man walking.
The defense gets the Ring camera, and the still
we got
shots that
footage.
come from that camera really paint the picture.
The defense made quite an issue about these stills, noting that it appeared that the defendants all had something in their pockets, notably that could have been an outline of a firearm. It looks like they have something in their pocket, but it could be one of anything.
All right, the state's next witness is? All right,
Here we
thank
go.
you.
So Dominique comes in and she testifies. And that's when the show starts.
Listen to everything. This is where you're going to start to realize that Dominique Jones should be the one on trial for murder. Now, I don't know if they're going to touch on this. We'll wait and see what they say. But there's some more stuff that was going on. Hopefully they actually discuss it so you can actually see how disgusting and trifling this fucking possum that's about to take the stand really is.
You solemnly swear or affirm that the evidence you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Did you believe at some point that you were in love with Mr. Rudolph Travis?
Of course.
Did you two start discussions at that point about future, sort of marriage, children, things like that?
Yeah, we used to have little conversations like that back then.
And did you believe yourself to be in a committed relationship where it was just the two of you and not an open relationship?
As in, yes, 100%, yes.
One of the things the prosecution was trying to say is that Travis was the one who wasn't faithful. He was the one who had these text messages. He was the one who didn't remain, in a relationship with her. And what the prosecution was trying to do is to say Travis may have misrepresented as far as that reputation is concerned.
When the defense has their opportunity to question Dominique, they want to present her as someone completely different than the mild-mannered person the prosecution.
I don't think they should be able to use that in court. If a nigga's just spitting game and we're gonna get married one day, we're gonna have kids, that shit shouldn't be admissible in court. Who cares the nigga was lying? Everybody lies. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, they may have had that conversation, but who like that part right there is done for both sides. Like, okay, okay. I told a girl I'm gonna marry you. Man, that shit shouldn't matter, man.
Prosecution wanted, and her testimony did not disappoint the defense.
You were snooping around because you were concerned about him seeing other women down in Miami. Isn't that the bottom line?
The bottom line is he was my boyfriend at the time. I haven't seen him in a month, and I was curious. That's the bottom line.
You sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
Correct.
Tell the jury what the shit is.
When you're angry, you say things. I'm sure everyone in this courtroom has said something when I'm trying to speak. If you want me to answer your question, you have to let me answer your question.
Okay. So
look at this lying piece of shit. And shout out to Son of a King. That's what I was trying to get at, but they didn't bring it up. Well, she, while in a relationship with Travis, she was married the whole time. So her and Travis were dating, but she was married the whole time. So she's married, dating him. You see? When I tell you, won't they do it? Won't they do it? Where is it at? According to Rudolph's defense attorney, Jones is an out of work real estate agent. I told y'all she living at home with her mama, going over Travis's house because her mama's like, hey, you can't be over here unless you're putting groceries in here. She's also reportedly married to another man when she was in a relationship with Rudolph. Jones also has a brother named Keyshawn. So this whole time she was married while mad at him for talking to women. Won't they do it? Won't they do it? Won't they do it? She should be on trial for fucking murder. The prosecutor trying to bring up Travis was lying. She was married the whole time.
It could have been his brother.
No.
It could have been the house.
Nothing violent toward a person.
It could have been his mother's house, right?
Said something.
You sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
Correct.
Tell the jury what the shit is.
When you're angry, you say things. I'm sure everyone in this courtroom has said something when you're, I'm trying to speak. If you want me to answer your question, you have to let me answer your question.
Okay. So it could have been his brother.
No.
It could have been the house.
Nothing violent toward a person.
It could have been his mother's house, right?
I was upset and my adrenaline was running and I said something that I didn't mean. That's the bottom line of that. I didn't mean for my brothers to do any of that. That's why when my brother left the house, he did not have a firearm on him.
So you're not answering my question again.
Okay.
You told the jury that meant anything other than a person, right? That's what you just told them. You remember?
Okay. Can I clarify the jury? Okay.
Didn't you just tell the jury that meant anything other than a person? Yes or no?
I would like to clarify that.
Well, answer yes or no, and then you can clarify. Did you not just tell them that?
I did tell them that, but I want to clarify what I mean.
Okay.
When I said that, I was upset. I was angry, and I said something that I didn't mean. My adrenaline was running. I am clarifying my answer. Am I not?
Go ahead, finish.
So I was upset and I ended up saying something that I didn't mean. Like people say things when they're upset that they don't mean all the time. But since the situation has happened, it obviously blew up 20 times more. But I didn't necessarily mean for anything to happen to Travis, his family, his house, or anything. It was like my second home. I would not want anything to happen there.
Cause your mama kicked you out your first home, you broke piece of shit. You fucking fake ass real estate agent that ain't sold a goddamn piece of real estate. We don't know nothing real about you. You motherfucking liar. Your Honor, I like to put her on trial for double homicide. But more, only one person died. I don't give a Your Honor, with all due respect. She needs to go down. This murder needs to be put on her. And after all this was said and done, they let her ass just walk away from this with nothing.
She definitely had something to be concerned about. She could have been charged with aiding and abetting. She put the whole thing in place. There could have been some conspiracy.
She put a hit on this nigga Travis. They didn't know she had conspiracy, aiding and abetting. She put a hit on Travis's head.
Charges. If in fact she did say, listen, I want you to go over there. I want you to kill him.
Would you delete evidence so that it's not available for the jury to see?
I'm admitting that I did delete the messages, and I'm confessing that I did turn my phone into the police enforcement. It wasn't for the jury not to see. After all these actions have happened, you have to understand how that looks. It looks ridiculous. Beforehand, if nothing like that happened, it would have just been words that were said. People say things when they're mad. Their adrenaline is running all the time. So that is the reason why I deleted them after I came to the conclusion that there was a shooting.
And you were concerned about that. You had a guilty conscience, did you not?
I still have a guilty conscience to this day. And I will say that to the jury, to everybody in here. Of course I do. That was never my intentions for no one to die or for even for him to be sitting over there right now.
Just to go shoot it up, whatever the shit was, right?
Like I said, I made a terrible choice of words during that time. I was 23. I was young. I was dumb. I made a very, very bad decision when I said those words. But
hey, yo, listen up and listen carefully. After you turn 18 years old, I don't want to hear I was young. Nigga, you are an adult. After you turn 18, it's no more I was young. No. You are 18 fucking years old. You are an adult. You are no longer young. You are no longer young. You're like, well, I was young when that happened. No, you were younger, but you wasn't young. You was an adult. Once you complete high school, you are an adult. The only thing you legally can't do is motherfucking drink. That's it. She don't need no drink, especially with the noggin that she got. She had that drink like I did last week. Oh, she might not make it. She wouldn't be able to get on here and go live the next day. My name is Mo.J. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Dominique Jones is a motherfucking liar.
But it was never my intentions.
You deleted those text messages because you know that they were incriminating, right?
No. I deleted those text messages because it actually happened, and I was confused. And
what actually happened?
Travis shot at them. So I immediately thought in my head, they're gonna think this is I planned something. Like, that's immediately what I thought in my head.
You were worried about you getting arrested and you getting in trouble and setting this whole thing into motion.
It's very interesting watching Dominique Jones on the stand. She had an attitude, frankly, with everyone in that courtroom, not only the prosecutor, but the defense and also the judge. She has her own opinion about what happened and why it happened, and she certainly did not take any responsibility for setting the ball in motion.
People have asked me what I thought about Dominique's testimony, and I don't know if cocky is the right word, but at the end of the day, she was the spark that lit the fuse that started the events of that night.
Fucking Miss Piggy, it's demon time. May 26th, trial.
As for the forensic evidence, one of the biggest and probably most controversial is the positioning of Sebastian Jean-Jacques' hand post-mortem.
He was shot while he was sitting in the front seat. You see his hand in rigor mortis, like this, looked like he just let go of a gun. The defense called Dr. Maracchini. He's a former medical examiner in Palm Beach County, the lead medical examiner.
And do you have an opinion based on all your training and experience?
Nigga had a Thule in his hand.
The decedent's hand photograph is consistent with holding a firearm prior to death or after death as well.
It's consistent with the embrace of a firearm.
That was very important. Dr. Maracchini testified that if you die and you get rigor mortis, it's going to be stuck in that position.
Trials can often be a battle of experts. Both sides can get what they need from their own experts, and it's just a reality.
So, doctor, in terms of what you know, if anything, about the phrase death grip when it comes to your profession.
I don't specifically use that I don't use that in my practice, but I believe it means that it's the grip of or positioning of the hand as if it was holding something when the person died. Unless someone tells me that they felt a gun in his hand. He could have been holding something or nothing at all when his hand's just in that position. Or he could have been holding a can of soda, cigarette lighter, cell phone. I have no idea.
Tyler Roberts.
Let's see how many things you hold like that. So you like this. Anybody hold their pen like this? Anybody hold a pen like this? You hold your pen like this? Nope, me either. Let me see. Cell phone. Well, I can't even hold the cell phone with a trigger finger. Nope, that don't work. Let me try to drink something with a trigger finger. Nope, can't drink water. Oh, okay. I know what I could do. I could read a book. Let me see. Yeah, I could read a book with a trigger finger. Okay. Trigger. Finger. Okay. That's kind of tough. What else do we have that we can? Oh, I can hold a keyboard with a trigger finger. You hold it like this. Hmm. What can someone put something that you can hold with a trigger finger besides the gun? Besides a gun, name something that you can hold with a trigger finger that you can actually use and operate with it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see. Can't drive a car with a trigger finger. Can't use a remote with a trigger finger. I'm really trying to think. What can you use with a trigger finger? Yeah, Eric, when he was in there, someone had to take the gun out. They had to move that thumb and take the hand off it. I don't know. I don't know. The king said a donut. Yeah, you can put a donut on the finger, but I don't know if you can. Well, I guess you could hold a donut. If the donut's big enough, pause. Yeah, you could turn the donut sideways and hold it, but I don't know what you can hold with a trigger except for putting the gun here on the handle, putting your finger on the trigger. Oh, that's why they call it a trigger. Oh, that's why they call it a trigger finger, because you put this finger on the trigger. Damn, I never knew why they said my trigger finger's itching. Oh, because this finger goes on the trigger. That's why. Oh, look at this. We learning, y'all. We learning.
Robertson testified on May 26th of 2023, and he absolutely looked as though he was trying to keep something from that jury.
What's going through your head? What's happening?
So the car, the bullets are coming.
So the car, the bullets. Nigga lying. A nigga got up here with his sleepy voice. You know, and they just what time is it? The gun, the bullets. Nigga lying. Nigga lying. If I'm the judge, hey, drink some of that water, boy. Clear your throat. Pause. Clear your throat in my courtroom. We not doing the sleepy talk.
Coming through the windshield, and then I felt myself get shot in my back. And so when the car gets turned around, I hear Sebastian say, I got hit. And then Travis is standing right in front of us, and then we turned the car, and I'm still laying on the floor at this point, just trying not to get hit with any bullets. I'm under the assumption that if I'm getting shot, my brothers are probably getting shot too. No one's talking, so I just assumed everyone was dead.
So we was in the car and we were scared as fuck, and he got to shooting, and the driver turned the car to where he wouldn't get shot, so the passenger side would be facing Travis, because when the bullets rang out, he was scared and screaming like a bitch. So he turned, and that's how he got shot. And I figured I'll lay down because the bullets were coming, and Travis was in front of us, and I thought that all of us were dead. And shut your bitch ass up. He should have knocked you off too. He should have got each and every one of you stupid ass niggas from going over there, bro. And no. Wake your ass up. If you need to stand up or stretch or something, you need to get it together, because hey, can you hear that? The stenographer can't understand what the fuck you saying, Oscar the Grouch. We need to hear these words, because in the group chat, you niggas was active. You niggas was acting a damn fool in that group chat. Where's all that energy at? Bring it to the courtroom, Mr. Tough Guy. And they was shooting. Get your ass.
Mr. Robinson, I know emotionally you're probably going through a lot right here. Are you pulling your firearm? Did you pull your firearm at any point during what you just described?
No, ma'am.
So wait. I kinda forgot I had my gun in my pocket. That's because you was scared, nigga. You done went over there, did all this shit. They get to shooting. Niggas, this is showing you exactly who they were. How you go over there with a gun, a nigga get to shooting, you forget you got a gun. That's because you are a B-A-N. A bitch nigga. I got something for your weak ass.
You was scared, huh? Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
How you pull up to do the shooting and forget you had a gun on you? But I thought none of you niggas had guns. Wait a minute. I thought none of y'all had guns, but you forgot you had your gun. But y'all told the police y'all didn't have a gun, but you had a gun, but you didn't use your gun. So all y'all went over there. And as my favorite poet of all time, Future, said, y'all done went and got all them guns. Ain't nobody popped up dead. So y'all went over there doing all this talking, banging on the door, thinking you was about to intimidate somebody. You gonna jump somebody. Well, Travis had other plans. Them bullets was about to jump about that chopper all on you niggas. Yeah, it ain't no pause moment. Them bullets were coming for you niggas' asses.
Kinda forgot I had my gun in my pocket. I want to protect my brothers.
Fair to say at this point, you're about survival mode.
Yes, ma'am. Surviving at this point is all that mattered.
Tyler Robinson did not come off credible. He gave several inconsistent statements throughout the investigation.
Is it your testimony that you forgot you even had a gun in your pocket?
Yes, sir.
You always forget you have a gun in your pocket?
I don't carry a gun often enough to forget or remember where it is. It's not that regularly that it's just in my pocket anymore. So it's hard for me to answer that.
You're trying to convince everyone what's in Sebastian's pocket is not a gun. It was his phone. And that's why you're taking back what you previously said. Isn't that true, sir?
No, sir. You're trying to prove that what was in Sebastian's pocket was in fact a firearm when Sebastian doesn't even own a firearm. And I'm telling you, it could have been his phone, his keys. I don't perform cavity searches on my friends when we.
Why you on the stand thinking that you outsmarting the defense? A cavity search is when they enter the cavity, aka the anus. So you wouldn't perform a cavity search on someone's front pocket, Mr. Smart Guy. You're going down for murder, you bitch ass nigga. Guilty.
Depart and arrive.
You know what under oath means?
I know what under oath means.
If the police did a proper search, then it would lend much less credibility to our argument that Gene Jock had a gun. But these police officers did absolutely zero to investigate anything in this case.
The problem is that this investigation, or lack of investigation, was very sloppy. And that was the demise from the very beginning. The prosecution calls the lead homicide detective on this case.
We don't even know,
Detective
Tamika. He just on the
looked
stand
pretty
talking.
confident. Then on June 2nd, the defense cross-examined her, and I think her composure did fall apart.
Tell the jury how long you spoke with Keyshawn Jones at the 40th and Broadway area that morning.
It was about a 10-minute interview.
Okay, and you never talked to him again to this day on any kind of sworn interviews, right?
Sworn, no.
On an unsworn interview?
I wouldn't call it an interview. I spoke with him, but there was no further information that I felt needed at that time to be sworn, so I didn't conduct an official interview.
So to this day, you've never went back to him and asked him why he's the one who sent the first message to his sister and Tyler Robinson that Travis is a dead man walking. You've never asked him that, right?
No.
Detective Vanderlyn did 2 10-minute interviews of the 2 main witnesses, and that's it. Never went back and spoke to him again, never confronted him with any of the other evidence she gathered later on.
A lot more resources should have been put into the investigation to get down to what really happened.
You know, for me, it was like shooting fish in a barrel.
Mr. Lowe, Mr. Robinson ever tell you that the decedent, Mr. Sebastian Jean Jacques, was very adamant for him to bring a gun in front of the Christopher Lowe and Keyshawn Jones when they were all together? Did you ever hear that from Mr. Robinson?
I did not.
Huh? Did anyone ever tell you that to follow up on that? That's what Mr. Robinson said?
I believe you suggested that during my deposition.
And you didn't do nothing about it, right?
At that time, no.
She didn't do a thorough investigation, and you have to credit the defense counsel for finding fault in her investigation.
I expected to learn a lot from Detective Vanderlyn when she took the stand. I thought we were going to learn really the whole story. And in my mind, we didn't.
It is criminal defense 101 to go after the police and to say they had a shoddy investigation. If the police did 1,000 things right, they could say, well, why didn't you do 1,001 things right? And it's very natural for that to happen.
The defense finally has an opportunity to put on their case, and they put on their witnesses.
Daryl Rudolph was the first witness who got on the stand for the defense.
What happened?
As soon as we went inside, Dominique, she got upset by some girl named Kyla.
And how do you know this?
I noticed because she was yelling and screaming, saying, "Who is Kyla?"
Who's Kyla?
Yeah, yes, sir.
What happened next?
So next, I guess.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Travis, you had a bright future. To all my brothers out here, I ain't gonna lie to you. Dominique, basic as fuck. Dominique is like a 4 or 5, bruh. Ain't got no fucking job. Broke ass, live at home with her mama, lying about a real estate license. Man, this ain't nothing but something that you knock down and keep it moving. You don't keep a bum ass motherfucker like this around. And that goes both ways, because I always tell the ladies not to mess with the dope boys. But Travis, you trying to get your shit together. This right here, I mean, it's a lesson in life. You know, I don't ever wish death on nobody, but I mean, fortunately, he made it out. He got a body on his belt. Now, it may, you know, saying hamper what he got going on in the future as far as like playing football and shit, because he did catch a body. Even if it is self-defense, they still look at you a certain way. But this bum ass motherfucker, man, he should have been done with her ass.
Travis and Dominique, they started getting into an argument, but she was mainly like yelling at him, and he was trying to calm her down, and so basically Dominique, she kept yelling and screaming, "Who is Kyla? Who is Kyla?"
Is there any violence at this point?
She started punching him and hitting him. Oh, you know, I'm gonna come get my brothers, come you up.
What happens next?
You know, they was spiritually assaulting Travis, and then, you know,
what were they doing to him?
Basically punching him, they're trying to kill him. Basically, they were trying to kill him.
Felt his life was in danger?
Yes, sir.
What'd you do?
So I try to, you know, jump in to try to get these guys off of my brother. Then now I'm being fiercely assaulted as well. Like, they didn't care. They came over to kill.
When you're physically assaulted, did you feel like you were about to possibly die?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever see anybody with any firearms?
Yes, sir.
Where did that happen?
That happened on the side of my house, on the grass area by the garage.
After the attack at the front door?
Yes, sir.
Tell us what happened there, if the best you remember.
So jury, I'm literally like on the ground being pounded and fiercely assaulted by these strange guys that I don't even know. And I see this firearm from Tyler, and if he's watching this, he knows that he did it. I see this firearm from Tyler Robinson. He points his gun at my head, saying, you know, like you're gonna die today. You're gonna die today.
Daryl's testimony corroborates what Travis had said. The men showed up with guns.
Whenever a defendant claims self-defense, he's got to testify, because he's got to express that he had a reasonable fear for his own life.
There was never a doubt in my mind that Travis was going to take the witness stand.
At this point, any guns?
No, not at this point.
The fight that was going on.
Hey, him and his brother look just alike. His brother's the dark-skinned version. He the brown-skinned version. They look exactly alike. Like, if I go get the other, if we go back and we just look at them just like this, them niggas look identical. So they were probably whooping on the brother, not even knowing that this wasn't Travis. So when they were pounding him, paws on the ground, they're like, "Yeah, Travis, you're gonna die." And then Travis went and got that Thule, and it was all over with. Niggas became track stars. Unfortunately, one of them niggas was not fast enough.
Was it one-on-one?
No.
Tell us about that.
It was a bunch of back and forth. Sometimes it'd be 2-on-1, sometimes it's 3-on-1, 4-on-1.
How were they fighting with you?
They was like trying to hurt us really bad, like trying to kill us. I took it as they was trying to kill us. They kicking us, punching us. I got choked one time, everything.
Okay. And were they saying anything to you during this battle?
Yes, they said, "We on demon time. Y'all gonna die today."
And what did that mean to you, demon time? You know about that?
Like, they basically, like, they don't, excuse my language to jurors, but they basically saying that I don't give a about nothing. During that time, Sebastian was saying, "You with the wrong girl, you finna die today." And then simultaneously when he was saying that, I seen Tyler. He pulled out a firearm from his right pocket.
Did you start shooting before you saw Tyler with a gun?
No.
Nope. Hell no.
Why'd you shoot first?
Look, the driver knew what he was doing. When the driver turned around, he made sure that the passenger side was on Travis's side. That's why old boy got shot like that. The driver knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. We ain't silly. We ain't silly. We knew what he was doing because he could have easily turned around his way, but he was smart. He knew Travis was on that side. That nigga said, fuck that. That nigga turned left to turn that motherfucker around to get up out of there. Yeah, because they could have just went forward. I mean, I think it's a cul-de-sac up there, but he knew what he was doing. He turned so the passenger side would get hit. We done seen this before because we done already heard each and every one of these scary ass niggas take the stand. Well, I forgot I had a gun on me. Nigga, who carries a gun and forgets they have a gun on them? Nigga, I don't even forget that I got a cell phone. Before I get up out the car every single time, what the first thing I do? Touch my lap just to make, I can have my phone in my pocket, but I always touch my lap, make sure I ain't got the phone on my lap because I didn't used to drop a lot of phones getting up out the car. You see what I'm saying? You don't forget you got a gun on you when niggas is shooting.
First.
Because I mean, if I wait for them to shoot, that's the matter of seconds, and it could be me and my brother's life just gone like that.
Did you feel that your brother's life was in danger of?
Not only my brother, mine as well too.
Want to shoot anyone?
No, I didn't.
Travis Rudolph, when he was on that stand, he was human. He was soft-spoken. He was relatable. He was believable.
The main thing that the defense really needed of him was, why'd you go back into the house?
And he was able to convey to that jury, I was afraid. He said he thought he saw a gun.
Travis said that he goes inside of the home to get a gun because he still believed that he and his brother were still in danger, and these four men were not about to leave.
Closing arguments, June 6th.
And the prosecutor made it seem as though the actions of Travis Rudolph were extreme.
Murder begins where self-defense ends. As we now know, Sebastian Jean-Jacques died as a result of this. We also know Tyler, who was inside the vehicle, got struck twice in his back and once in his hip as he was running out of the vehicle and running away. The other two, they don't have visible scars, but you saw them for yourself on the witness stand. Want to talk about dealing with trauma and being unable or unable to do things that day? Imagine trying to pull your friends away while that many shots are being fired at you.
The defense's closing argument wanted to show it was
Y'all were in a car. They wasn't pulling away nowhere. They were driving away. So when you listening to the prosecutor, if I'm in the jury, I'm like, man, if this motherfucker don't shut up. Imagine trying to pull your friends away while getting shot at. The defense about to get up there and say, imagine pulling up to somebody's house, 4 versus 2, with guns on demon time, and failing at your mission and getting gunned down like the hogs you were. Yeah, where I'm from, we call that standing your ground, self-defense. And if you guys hear or see anything else in this trial, just know Travis Rudolph saved him and his brother's life. Dominique Jones needs to be on trial right now for capital murder. She put a hit on Travis that failed, and he successfully executed one of the goons that showed up to his house shortly after 10 p.m. off of a lie.
Dominique's action that started the ball rolling. I think was important for the jury because that's why those people came to the house, and that's why Travis had to defend himself.
Good afternoon, members of the jury. Hell has no fury like a woman scorned.
He was able to connect the dots in a way that afforded him the ability to argue self-defense and explain away any arguments the prosecution had.
Dominique Jones is like Hurricane Andrew. People who lived here knew it was coming, but nobody thought it was going to hit that bad. No one took it for real. Keyshawn, Tyler, and Sebastian.
These gangsters.
They joined this hurricane. And they went to go whack him. To go kill him. That's what this case really is.
The defense poked and poked and poked to create reasonable doubt.
Often one side has much better facts than the other side, but in this case, it was anyone's guess.
People felt this was justice. Just real quick, Kendall, Florida did not move the goalposts on the stand your ground law. If you listen back, the judge said they could not use stand your ground. They could not use that law. So they were just arguing self-defense this whole case. So it wasn't no stand your ground on this point. The judge dismissed that from the beginning of the trial. So this is just a self-defense versus murder.
When I woke up that morning and drove to the courthouse, I did not know how I was going to vote. I really, really needed to discuss with the other jurors.
The jurors asked to see the video of the ring cameras and as well as the body cams from the West Palm Beach Police Department. People had some questions and they wanted to see it again.
And look at him right over here.
Camera video to me was important. I wanted to see what was in their pockets. It looked like there was something in Sebastian's pocket that was not keys, and it couldn't have been his phone because his phone was in the car. Chris, Deshaun, and Tyler didn't seem as believable to me.
I do think they had some credibility issues. It was heavy, right? Thinking of Sebastian as well. That was a very difficult day when we got to see, the photographs. I believe one of his family members left the courtroom and was in tears. It was difficult to be sitting so close to them because I had no idea if I was going to have to sort of, I don't know, change my position or change what I was thinking.
You put your heart and soul in a case. It's a stressful time to wait for your jury verdict. In this case, the jury came back in about 4 hours.
I'm like, oh, great. It's over. No hung jury, thank God. I told Travis, if it's a guilty or not guilty, just maintain your composure.
State of Florida versus Travis Rudolph. Defendant. Verdict. We, the jury, find as follows. As to count 1, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 2, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 3, we find the defendant not guilty. As to count 4, we find the defendant not guilty. So say we all, the 7th day of June, 2023, in West Palm Beach, County, Florida.
Travis started crying. I felt Travis was reborn at that moment.
For those who think that we should never have gone as far as a trial, remember, we had to convince a judge with clear and convincing evidence that the defendant was not in reasonable fear of his life.
Well,
so we had a real good faith basis to move ahead with this case. But we were unable to meet our burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. It was a righteous prosecution. But in the end, it was always an uphill battle.
People felt that this was justice, even though someone was severely injured and someone was killed.
It is a shame when you lose a life like that. Sebastian could have been very successful and he could have helped his.
No, Sebastian was on a highway to hell, a one-way path to 6 feet deep. Sebastian, unfortunately, RIP to the brother, but not RIP because he had intentions of killing a nigga. This was his future. This was written out for him. However old he was, this was his plan for his life from the day he was born. See, in life, we all have decisions to make. Now, when mama's screaming, "Oh, Lord Jesus," we ain't trying to hear that. Jesus knew your son was a demon and he gave him a choice, but he took the wrong choice. Sebastian wasn't going to be successful in life. This was ultimately going to be his outcome. Pretending to be something you're not. It's unfortunate, but hey, that's how it is.
Family, that's, it seemed that there was a tight-knit family there, and to lose your son like that is very tragic and very difficult for a family who's very close. And it is tragic when you have a senseless death like this.
Sebastian's family was in the courtroom the whole time.
See, you can't call this a senseless death because this was self-defense on Travis Rudolph. This isn't a senseless death. This was a justified death. This was a justified killing. This is what they call a free kill in the world. When someone brings that shit to your front door, this isn't senseless. Now, it may be senseless for him to go over there, but this was not a senseless death. This man, Travis, defended him and his brother's life. This guy right here, demon time. I didn't say it. He said it. He said demon time. So he was admitting that he, in fact, was the devil here on earth. Well, Travis sent his ass to go meet that devil. You got all the time in eternity to go play demon time.
We talked about him a lot in the jury room. He was a key component. He's the one who lost his life. At the end of the day, for me, I felt like Travis and his brother were more believable than the rest. I've reflected on this. I am 100% confident in our decision. It was one of the biggest decisions I've ever made. But Travis is a free man.
Stay locked in, huh? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, this shit real. This shit real. Hold on, y'all. New ankle, who this? New ankle.
Hey man, y'all not about to get me splitting revenue with these niggas.
NFL players were reaching out to Travis. People in the media were reaching out to him to conduct interviews.
Once the verdict was read and you heard that first not guilty and then not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, how did you feel then?
Just a relief. I just felt like, thank you to the jurors for just going through the 10 to 14-day process of even hearing the truth.
Travis, you're smiling big right now. Now that you're officially acquitted, can you walk us through what the past 2 years were like, knowing that you didn't do anything wrong?
Oh, man, it's just a lot of tears were shed, man. Overwhelming tears, you know what I'm saying? Long nights, sleepless nights, everything. So that's what the last 2 years have been for me.
What does this mean for your football career? What are your plans there?
I'm gonna reach out to my agent, and God's willing, I'll still be able to play football. So definitely plan on getting back to football.
CFL or NFL?
Yeah, anyone, just an opportunity. I love the game. So
you're not out of your prime yet, huh?
No, still, I'm just actually reaching my prime.
He only like 26 when this happened. Just over a month after his acquittal, Travis Rudolph signed with the Orlando Guardians, a minor league XFL team, and he hit the gritty. Good. We got a brother that beat the case. Well, I won't even say he beat the case. I won't even say he beat the case. He was innocent the whole time. The whole time he was innocent. What did they say at the end of A Time to Kill? Innocent. Man, hey, A Time to Kill is a good movie. We might have to watch that on Rumble one of these nights. Matter of fact, yeah, you guys are gonna have to subscribe to my Rumble. We're gonna start watching movies over there, like fucking full-length feature films over on Rumble. You know what I mean? What up, Tori?
What's going on? I definitely remember this story. And when I saw the details, I knew he was innocent from jump. I said, if they found him guilty, they are bugging.
Man, they need to lock Dominique Jones's ass up. That's who they need to arrest.
Oh, definitely. She was the orchestrator of the whole thing. She's the reason why he's dead.
Yeah, I don't want to hear no one say we need to protect black women, because we do. And we just seen the courtroom protect her ass, even though she got up there and lied the whole time. Oh, well. He beat the case, man.
You know what this remind me of? Remember Merlin Santana?
Who?
Merlin Santana.
No, I don't think I'm familiar with that.
Romeo from the Steve Harvey Show.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, man.
When I think about that, it reminds me of that story.
Yeah, now that was unfortunate that she got him into that BS. You know, I used to always get him mixed up with the other guy. What's the black dude on Scrubs?
Oh, Donald Faison.
Yeah, I used to always get them two mixed up. Yeah, man, that's some crazy stuff out there. But the whole time she was allegedly married, dating him, whooped on him because he was texting Kyler. Well, Kyler was actually texting him. I don't know, man. That's some wild shit. I mean, I don't get into none of that. Like, man, once it gets to that point, I ain't gonna lie. I cut those women off, man. There ain't nobody about to tell me who I can and can't text, or let alone go through my phone.
Yeah. So basically, it's like she ordered a hit.
That's what I'm saying. That she ordered a hit. I need you to go shoot his shit up, but she said she didn't want it to be a person. And then the defense said, "So what is that shit? His house, his mama house? Like, she should be in jail for that."
Oh, definitely.
And each and every one of them that went over there, they should be in jail too. Did they get any time? They should have got all the murder charges.
I don't think so. What was her name? Dominique what?
Dominique Jones. I'm gonna see if I can find her Instagram. Dominique Jones Instagram.
All she got charged with was aggravated battery and battery resulting in serious bodily injury. That's all she was charged with. Let me see.
Someone send me her Instagram. I'm gonna bring it up and see if it's private or not. I'm a DM her. I gotta ask her something.
They made a petition on Change.org for her and her brothers and friends to be charged for the murder of that guy Sebastian.
I mean, typically they do that. If you initiate something and somebody with you gets killed during that, the murder goes to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. That was wild. Like I said, I didn't really read into it. I just knew what was going on. So I just knew like the surface level stuff. I mean, I read a couple of articles. I remember when the information came out that she was married, and I was like, come on, bro. So the whole time the prosecutor was trying to say that he was lying about the relationship and leading her on, she was married. So it wasn't no relationship. She was married.
Right. And see, I remember because I was like, when I was looking at it, I said Travis Rudolph. I said, why does that name sound so familiar? And then because I came in kind of late because I had just ended my live stream. And so you was at the part when it was on the trial. And then when I saw like him, I was like, oh, it's that trial. I was like, that's recent. Because I'm like, the verdict went out a couple months ago. Like, it's very, very recent. Because I remember talking about it on one of my live streams when the verdict came out.
Adultery is a crime in Florida. It's a misdemeanor. She should get hit with that too. She should get hit with that too. Sexual intercourse between a married person and someone other than the person's spouse. Oh yeah. You need to lock her up. Matter of fact, I need to hit up the prosecutor in Florida and say, hey, I think you missed out on a charge.
And I look at it this way. Dominique should be living in hiding for the rest of her life. Like, it's not like the people don't know what she look like. Make her live in a place where she has to constantly look over her shoulder. If they're not gonna lock her up.
She probably out here. Let's see. Is this her page? She probably not. This is a basketball player.
She probably even have an Instagram page. If she's smart, she better not have one.
Is this her?
Is that her?
Oh, hell no.
That's not her.
No, this ain't her. Travis Rudolph can't slam her. Dapper Dom. Dominique. I don't know. We probably ain't gonna find. She probably deactivated that motherfucker. You know,
Most
people were all
likely.
in her comments. Yeah, she ain't got no Instagram. Yeah, I want to see what she was doing though. Let me see. Travis Rudolph case. It's Travis. Oh, yeah. Maybe somebody got her tag. Oh well, we tried, y'all. I was gonna ask her a question. I was gonna ask her, are you
You
still
know what this
married?
also reminds me of? What was that basketball player? He was married. It happened, man, I think it happened back in 08. He was married and his wife was messing around with some dude and they both coerced with each other and like took him out like they assassinated him. What was that basketball player's name? I can't think of his name.
He played for Memphis.
I can't remember what team he played for.
Yeah, I think he lived in. I think I know you're talking about. He lived in Memphis, and all that happened. Yeah, you give me his name, I'll bring it up once you find that. Hell,
Lorenzen Wright. Lorenzen Wright.
Oh, he played with the Cavs, but I think he was in. He was like in Memphis though. Yeah, in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, it's 2010. Okay, I thought it was 2008. I was close.
No.
That was a messed up story right there. And it's so cryptic too, because he had gave an interview, like a post-game interview, and he was talking about how he doesn't trust a lot of people or something like that. He said, I would probably trust a dog before I trust people. I said, that's so cryptic because your wife and whoever she was messing around with was plotting your murder right under your nose.
Yeah, man, it's some wild stuff that goes on. Even what's the football player now? Where his ex-wife, her and her boyfriend was scamming him, like took like $2 million or
Yeah, I
1.
talked about that last week. Yeah,
Yeah,
she took
man.
like almost $2 million. And then I said, why aren't y'all looking into the wife? Because she would definitely know this information. It's not like her boyfriend would have just knew all of this to get all of that money
Yeah,
and his
just
cars
had
and his
access.
clothes and his jewelry. Yeah, she had access to it.
Damn. It's a crazy
Yeah,
world.
it was stolen identity. It was stolen identity.
Damn, what was his name? Because he played for Seattle. What was it? Earl?
Earl Thomas.
Earl Thompson? Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas.
There you go, Earl Thomas III. I put Thomas Earl. Atlanta Black Star. I need a little credibility. Here we go. Former Seahawks star Earl Thomas. Yeah, here we go. Former Seahawks star Earl Thomas has identity stolen by ex-wife boyfriend, loses 1.9 million in assets. New Orleans man allegedly used Thomas' identity to steal money and cars from the 3-time All-Pro Bowl safety. Damn, boy. Man, like I'm tomorrow. I'm gonna go like I'm gonna drop some stacks tomorrow. But boy, I can only imagine, dude. Like I ain't never made it. Well, I made over $1 million in life, but I ain't never had like $1 million at one time.
Mm-hmm.
But to lose 1.9 million, I don't even care if I had 20 million, 30 million, 40 million. $1 million is $1 million. He almost lost 2 million. Sheesh.
And see, it's stuff like that, and I think I said it last week. It is stuff like that which is the reason why some people come up missing.
Former NFL defensive back Earl Thomas recently had his identity stolen by a New Orleans man, according to Noya.com. Kevin Thompson, who is currently dating Thomas's ex-wife Nina, was arrested on multiple charges in June for allegedly using Thomas's identity to steal money and cars from the former NFL star. Now, if Nina is dating this guy Kevin, and he's stealing all of this, she's benefiting from all of this because she obviously had something to do with this. He didn't just get Earl Thomas's information out of nowhere. If that's the ex-wife, that means she got Social Security. She got all the information, birthdays, mother's maiden name. Damn. According to Sergeant Brandon Veal of the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office, Thompson used a driver's license with his own picture combined with Thomas's information to open an account at the Jefferson Federal Credit Union in May of 2022. From there, he allegedly used the account to transfer money from Thomas' actual accounts into the credit union account. Over the course of a year, Thompson pulled at least $700,000 from Thomas' accounts before withdrawing large amounts of cash. That's why every single morning you need to get up and check your bank account. Every single morning. I don't care if you got $1 in there, you got 1,000 in there, 100,000. Every single morning you need to be getting up. And if you have a bank app on your phone, check all of your accounts. Check all of your accounts. As soon as the pandemic happened, I got charged with 80 something dollars for gas. Somebody had got my card, I don't know, probably off the internet or something. But they used my card probably about 70, 80 miles away from me, called the bank. Hey, get that off of there. I'm not out there. I went to Brazil. I came back. My card got shut off because I had two charges, one of 38 cents and one of 82 cents, because someone was trying to use it at a wood shop to see if the card would go through. They cut my card off. Check your accounts every single day.
Exactly.
There's no way I wouldn't have, over the course of a year, anything like this, all that got to be confirmed by me.
Mo, your mic is going in and out.
Shit, man, I probably need to get a new cord. How is it now?
It's better now.
Yeah, you gotta check them accounts, man. You got to check them accounts.
Especially when you got like a lot of money in it. Even if you don't have a lot of money in it, you always got to check. Like, you always want to check it, especially like whenever you use your card, that should be the time when you check your account, whenever you use your card. Because being a victim of identity theft is no fun. Take it from somebody who had that problem like soon after they graduated from college. Somebody in a whole nother state was using my information to pay a phone bill for AT&T, and I'm with Verizon. Go figure.
Yeah, man. That's what I say. Every morning, just make it a habit. Just go on there before you get on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you do. Just go onto your app and just see what your accounts look like. Just scroll down and just see if there's anything you ain't did. Fuck that. On top of wiring money from Thomas' account, Thompson also deposited some of the former defensive back's paychecks into his fraudulent account. Damn, how's he getting the paychecks? That's what I want to know. How did he get the paychecks and deposit them? Nina. Unless he got the paycheck sent to him because he had the fake driver's license. Thompson's actions went beyond cash and extended into vehicles. Thompson was able to use Thomas' abilities to transfer ownership of several cars into his name before selling them. How Thompson got access to the cars is still being investigated by authorities. Nina. When Thompson was arrested at a branch of the credit union in June, he was driving a blue Rolls-Royce SUV that was owned by Thomas. In total, Thompson stole roughly $1.9 million from Thomas. So he was stealing he was just putting the vehicles in his name and riding around like he was getting it.
Yep. And you cannot tell me that his ex had no part in that. You cannot tell me she didn't.
Yeah, so she knows what Thomas' car looks like. She knows that that's his Rolls Royce. She was riding around with him in it. Like, there's no way you're parked. There's no way you can hide a blue Rolls Royce. She had that's what I don't get. They don't never go after the woman, and if they do it might she'll be like 5 months probation. She's in on this.
Oh, definitely.
Like, all right, if my ex and her new boyfriend are driving my car, I know she has something to do with it because I don't know the ex. I mean, her new dude. There's me and him never spoke. Me and him never seen each other, but he's driving my car. That means she has something to do with it.
Right.
Upon his release from jail, Thompson went to the sheriff's office to try to retrieve the vehicle, but he did so in a car that was reported stolen from Atlanta and was arrested again. Thompson. So he gets out of jail and he tries to go and get the blue Rolls Royce, but then they arrest him because he pulled up in another car that's stolen. Oh my goodness, bro. Hey, man. Some people, like, the judge shouldn't even issue a bond for this. So you're riding around in a stolen car and you go pick up a stolen car in a stolen car? I'm not even gonna say our people need to do better because white people do this shit too, man. This nigga is not my people. My last name is Moore. I ain't no Thompson. So this is not my people.
Mo, you think that's something? You should see the video I'm gonna be uploading tomorrow.
Now
a woman out here faking that she had pancreatic cancer, racked up in like almost $50,000 in GoFundMe donations, and they caught her. She didn't get any jail time either.
Man.
And you want to know what's so interesting? This happened the month before the Carly Russell incident, and I guarantee you the story I'm talking about, you never even heard of it.
Man, there's a lot of stories we don't be hearing about. I seen you posted about Marilyn Mosby. I know they wanted to update because we're supposed to be following her. I know she found guilty of perjury, but the fraud and everything is still going on, correct?
Yeah, her trial starts in January. They said that if she's like found guilty, that she like faces like a lot of years. Like they threw out like a whole bunch of different numbers.
I know
initially I told y'all about them politicians.
I'll go ahead.
I said, what if I told people about them politicians?
Yeah, man, politics it's not a tricky game, it's a lion game. But she's gonna go to jail. Her husband, he got a trial coming up too. He gonna go to jail. It's just a fucked up world we live in, man. I don't know what makes people want to work that hard to get these degrees, become legitimate just to do crooked stuff. Like,
it's because a lot of I think it's also the thing that a lot of the people that are, they probably have never come from a place of wealth or privilege. So when they get all of that at one time, it's like the want to have more. That's why I've always told people that greed is probably, to me, the deadliest of all 7 deadly sins, because they can link to the other 6. Because think about it, greed will lead you to steal, greed will lead you to kill, greed will lead you to lie. And you can attach the other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head, but greed literally links to all the other 6 deadly sins.
I just don't get it, man. I couldn't see. I'm 38. I finally finished my master's. I can't see me getting to a point where I'm like, man, you know what? I didn't work this hard to do all of this shit. Get overseas. Let me start scamming. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my God.
How can you be that greedy? We looked up her salary out there, and she's making a pretty penny.
I think she'll ask the question. She said they haven't since called. Yeah, they sentenced her. She got a year, and she had to pay a fine.
Yeah, she did get sentenced. I think I did
Yeah,
an
she,
update on that.
yeah, I think she got a
About
year, and she had to pay a fine. So she's serving out her sentence now as we speak. I think they sentenced her. I think back in September, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, here you go.
Yep, sentenced to a year in jail. There you go. Back in October.
A year.
Meanwhile, the chick I'm talking about tomorrow who did her dirty deed a month before Carly Russell, she ain't getting no time in jail. If you have to ask the question, yes, she is. Fill in the blank.
She is a woman of God. Is that what you gonna say?
Not even close.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of crazy stuff. Like I said, I should be moving. I'll be over in my studio. Of course, it won't be finished, but I'll be in the studio by December 1st. Tomorrow, I got some major pickups. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just
Shoot, Mo, you gonna be listen. You gonna be over there. Your studio gonna be looking like you over in the damn spaceship.
Oh man, yeah, I got some ideas that sheesh. If this all plans out like I wanted to, then I got some stuff I'm doing for the studio. Now it's gonna start off as just gonna be a little empty room, just me and a table. Just me, a table, and a chair. Not this little chair, like the actual shit. But then from there, we gonna work our way on up. We're gonna work our way up to manager, y'all. That's what we're gonna do. I might have a live, like a bartender over here for some of my lives, making me up drinks while I'm doing my lives. But I got a lot of stuff that I can be doing. Nah, for real, y'all laughing. I'm gonna have a bartender behind me, and we're gonna take like little drinks. The bartender gonna make me random drinks, and we're gonna see, you know what I'm saying? If they
I'm not laughing because I don't believe you going to do it. I'm laughing because only you are the only person I can think of that will come up with the concept to do that.
Yeah,
and I can
man,
see it, and I can see it playing out right now.
Yeah, so that's what I want to do, man. Of course, I'm gonna have the suspect board up. We're gonna be doing Agent Moses is gonna be back. So when we get to the administrative group, especially, you know what I'm saying, on Tuesdays. Well, Tuesday I got something else planned. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited to get over there and actually start, you know what I'm saying, getting in the rhythm. Now, the only thing I will say, man, it's tough because the show comes out on Thursday and I gotta be at work at 6:30 on Friday. So I don't get to see it until after I get off work. But boy, I be tired as hell when I get off work. But shit, we gonna make it work.
You're gonna have to listen. You're gonna have to tape your eyelids back.
Nah, I mean, I get on here, I give me a little drinky drink. We be all right. We'll be able to coast for at least 4 hours.
And you already know me. I do not have stars, but I know a way. I have found a way.
Oh yeah, I
just can't watch it. I just can't watch it when everybody else does. So I usually have to catch it like a good hour after everybody else has watched it. But I mean, it's only an hour later. I mean, it's not like I'm missing a whole day or something like that.
Yeah, Stars is blocked. It used to not be blocked over here. Well, no, I used to watch it off of Hulu the first time I was here. But I canceled my Hulu before I came over here, and I got the Stars because it was 3 months for $3 or something like that. But now I can't watch Stars even with my VPN on. So it's like I'm gonna cancel that, and I just gotta watch it another way. But it is what it is. We're gonna get the studio together. On the Mo, I will be having live guests as far as that goes, because I'm about to have experts come on to the channel. I got a couple of doctors that are gonna be on here when we have medical scenarios that we need to talk about. I reached out to some people, so I'm about to have a lot of people on the lives. Me and Torian, we're gonna get back to working, tag team these lives, knock them on out.
Definitely. Because I had some more. Because that's like I can only imagine what nonsense we gonna come across here. I'm still laughing at the last couple that we did talk about.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff, man. You guys' boy Donnie, you know what I'm saying? So y'all call him Donald. I call him Donnie. Yeah, Donald Trump, they probably about to hit him. I'm thinking they're gonna probably give him 200 million. I know they're saying up to 250, but I think they're gonna hit him with 200 million that he's got to pay back to the state, even though we already know that he broke. He ain't got the money. He's gonna probably try to raise funds through all of, you know what I'm saying, his followers and supporters. But yeah, he's going down the drain quickly. So I'm definitely gonna be there once he gets that. They're gonna, hopefully it's over 200 million. They got the audio from the insurrection saying he was gonna walk down there. He actually said he was gonna go there and make it happen. They released that today. Oh, it's lovely. All of his attorneys that are flipping on him, they're releasing that information. Oh, it is lovely. Proud to be
It's
an
getting
American.
real. It's getting real spooky.
Yeah. It's gonna be a very, very Merry Christmas, y'all. You know what I mean? So for everyone that said, man, when Trump was off, we was getting money. Yeah, we was getting money, all right. Well, guess what? All his money is gone. Just like everybody else that was getting money when he was in office. They either in jail or that money is gone. So it shows you if it's fraud at the top, it's gonna be fraud at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I haven't looked at the Vegas strikes. So let's go ahead and look at that. I mean, I got some time. Vegas strikes. This weekend is also Formula One. So we want to see what kind of shit show they got going on. I know Kendall posted 2 links in the chat.
Shout out
I
to
haven't
Lewis
actually
Hamilton.
watched them. Let me see. Las Vegas. Well, because I'm on Mo.J right now. I mean, I got the Mo You Know running also, but fuck it. We'll continue to do it. And they ain't got no updates 7 days ago, 8 days ago. Shit, I guess they the hell with that strike, man. We got the food. Oh, okay, update. Yeah, right. Update. 8 days ago. Damn, they just stopped talking about it.
I guess so. They say on to the next thing. You know, they said let's stop talking about this. Have you heard about what's going on with Diddy?
Yeah. Oh, they on his ass too. Everybody about that. I think I got a story, man. He ain't did nothing to me like that, but I think I might have a story. Fuck it. Let me go ahead and get on there and see if I can pull a Dominique Jones and pull a rabbit out of hat. Shit, fuck it. Everybody about to get some money. All I'm asking for is
Nikemi, to answer
100,000.
your question, I'm just showing up.
Yeah, there haven't been any updates about Vegas.
Nope. Again, because they all talking about Diddy.
Oh man, fuck Diddy. We ain't got enough information on that.
Yeah, someone was asking, I think Detroit and I think it was Detroit and maybe OT asking, was I going to talk about it? I said, look, it's a lot there. Like, if you talk about that, you need to wait till the dust settles and just talk about everything in one fell swoop, because stuff's still coming out about that. And honestly, I don't care enough to talk about it.
No, I'm right there with you. I really don't give a fuck. I mean, we all knew Diddy was weird, but I mean, it is what it is, man. That's Hollywood. All I know is I rock with 50 Cent, and 50 Cent say he don't drink puffy juice and he don't party or go to Diddy parties. So I don't fuck with it. You know what
I
mean?
heard people saying that heard about his parties. Heard some stories about his parties.
All right, backups expected. I think that's the same. All right, here we go. High track closer set to take over the strip. We got that already. Formula One returns to Vegas. Oh, okay. Temporary bridge could be a permanent fixture near the strip. Blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, remember we was talking about going to the Sphere? They supposed to be getting Beyonce in there, but that's still not gonna save them.
Can they fit everybody in there No, they can't. I mean, that's gonna be like one of them things. Them tickets gonna sell off real fast.
Yeah, they're gonna sell out. Hell, U2 was selling out, but they still losing money. Like, unless they upping them prices to, I don't even know what they up them to. Beyonce prices already high as hell. How much higher can they go?
Well, listen, when Beyonce was on her tour, people were spending their rent and mortgages and car note payments to go see her.
I tell you this.
Near Harmon Avenue. I'm actually going to give you a look right now. This is looking near Paris Hotel right there, and you can see that it's pretty backed up right now. There is a new closure in place, though. We're actually going to move the camera behind us a little bit. This is at the intersection of Las Vegas Boulevard and Harmon Avenue. You'll not be able to drive fully through Harmon Avenue. You will have to make a turn onto Las Vegas Boulevard. The through traffic east and west is closed right now, and that will last through Sunday. But this isn't the worst that the traffic's going to get. Tonight is expected to get much worse. Starting at 11 p.m. till 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, there are hot track closures. And that basically means that the track and all 45 entrances to the track itself will be fully closed off. And that same closure will also be in place Thursday through Saturday, 5 p.m. till 4 a.m. But those hot track closures aren't in place yet, but Las Vegas locals say that the traffic has already made it tough to travel. How has it been traveling the Strip for you?
It's been pretty busy. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's kind of hard getting on and off the Strip, but we kind of take the back ways. We know little routes, because we've been doing it so long. But
is this dude back here holding a gas can? Hey, what is he doing back here? He's siphoning gas. This nigga stealing gas back here. What is he doing? I didn't even notice that, but he looks suspicious, man.
It's pretty busy. I ain't gonna lie.
As I mentioned, the hot track closures aren't going on right now, but we're.
Oh man, if you were on my channel, you already know about these hot track closers, and you got to take the train, y'all. We already knew that. Tell us something we didn't know. That's what I'm talking about. Damn. Formula One causing traffic.
Listen, like I said, if Lewis Hamilton go out there, it's going to be a madhouse. He's like literally the Cristiano Ronaldo of FS1.
Oh yeah, I used to watch that Formula One that they had on Netflix. I watched the first 2 seasons that they had.
It's amazing how fast those cars be going. I mean, they are like, you got to be on it. Like, there's no room for error. You slip up one time and your car is going flying, literally flying.
Wait, they had a pothole on the track? Oh, that a manhole issues that wrecked Sainz Ferrari. Damn, Vegas over here fucking up. We only on day one. They said it was a manhole that wrecked a Ferrari. Damn. And we worried about bed bugs in Paris. We got manholes over here tearing up Ferraris. You see the first world issues compared to the rest of the world issues. A manhole tore up a Ferrari. That's like an issue over here in the States. Look at this shit. Over there, they got bed bugs and shit. Damn.
Do they still got them bed bugs over there?
Oh shit, I don't know. Let's look it up. We here. Fuck it.
I hope they got them things cleared up by the Olympics.
October 11th. Shit, like you said, they just stopped talking about it.
They had to make sure that they had to make sure and say the bed bugs aren't just a problem in Paris. They had to make sure to put that out there because they say you ain't about to make us the face of the bed bug epidemic.
Oh, Kendall, let me see in the Discord. Yeah, I mean, I watch literally. This is who I watch. Let me see. Pocket watching with JT. This brother right here, he does a hell of a job. I think he's CPA. I think he's from St. Louis too. Yeah, I be watching him all the time.
This is Pocket Watching with JT.
Pocket watching with JT. Yeah, man. Pocket watching with JT, man. Check out his channel. That brother
he be
is good
exposing
as
them
hell.
scammers.
He exposes scams. Yeah, CFP, Certified Financial Planner. He exposes scams, but he also breaks down like if something happens and the money behind it, as far as like the taxes and everything, how you can get tax credits. But he's legit though. He has his own agency. So I remember when he first started off, he had like 200, 300 followers. I mean subscribers. Yeah, man. Pocket watch on JT, man. He does his thing. But he ain't like these other people. Like, you can listen to me and I'll help you fix your credit. No. He's actually legit. Oh, you got 100,000 now? Okay. Yeah, he does a hell of a job. Yep, that's who I watch right there on my free time. I just listen to him while I'm at work.
Cool.
So while y'all in the Discord chat, I'll just be listening to him. Yeah, Paris got a bed bug problem, super bed bug. But it is what it is, man. I'm about to go ahead and get out of here. It's 2:30. I got to get up in the morning. I'll show y'all what I'm picking up tomorrow. If well, you know what I'm saying, whatever time I get them. Yeah, we might do the interview tomorrow. I got the
Now I was ready to say when your studio is done, you should do like a tour.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do all of that. So the studio, like I said, it's got a full bathroom over there. It's a dated bathroom. It's got a full bathroom over there. I'm gonna put a refrigerator over there too. So when I'm in the studio, I'm gonna be in the studio. I gotta get the couch, put the couch in there, put the TV over there. And I just got a lot of stuff that I do. I got a few things, you know what I'm saying, that I'm putting there. Y'all just gonna wait and see. You know, we gotta have a prop. We had a suspect board. We gonna have a lot of props going on over there. You can try to get the live bartender for certain shows. I might do it during like Tubi movies. Have a bartender make a random pony. I met this gentleman on base. He collects different cognacs. He's supposed to be bringing me a bottle. So I'm gonna start collecting cognacs. I'm gonna give you guys a history of cognac. You know what I mean? Each bottle. You know what I'm saying? I think it's 247 ounces of cognac. One day I'm actually gonna drive to Cognac, France. I'm gonna show y'all the actual Hennessy factory where they actually make the real Hennessy, the real hen dog. You know what I'm saying? Moet, XO, you know what I mean? We'll go down there. So yeah, I got some plans, but I'm gonna tie it all into everything that we've been doing over here. So man. Should be a grand old time.
Oh, it most definitely will.
So you guys subscribe to Torian's channel. You know, he's on the way to 65,000. Subscribe to my channel. I'm on the way to 45,000. Collectively, we have 100,000 between the two brothers. Subscribe to the channels. January, no, not January. Back that up a month. December 1st, Raising Canaan. And I think we'll probably hit our 45,000 there. We'll have the daily breakdowns. Of course, we'll have the rants. I'll start putting up more shorts. Shit. I'll be having theories. I think starting, is it Monday? I might start on Sunday. I'll start having breakdowns of each character so we can get the refresh. All of the videos from season 2 are going to be uploaded and airing throughout the week. So you can just get a refresher on those. Sunday night, we'll probably do kind of like a recap, like a refresher. And then throughout the week, I'll probably do an actual, hey, this is what it is. This is the breakdown. This is what's going to happen first episode, some theories. But yeah, we got to gear up for Raising Canaan. We got 2 weeks off. I got to find out what I'm going to do for Thanksgiving next week. Initially, we was going to go to London. but the flight back is at noon on Sunday. And I was like, man, there ain't no point in going up there if I got to get up early on Sunday. So I'm gonna find somewhere else to take my parents. Tomorrow we'll probably go out to Trier, show them around down there. And man, you know, just
You
trying
can
to
go
get
get you some German turkey.
Nah, yeah, we gonna pass on that.
What you don't want to get? You don't want to get no German potato salad with the raisins in it.
Man, I don't eat regular potato salad. I don't eat none of that. All that casserole. I don't eat nothing that has casserole in it. I don't eat no potato salad. I don't eat no coleslaw. Man, I call it cold slop. Like, man, I don't eat none of that.
Oh, yeah, I don't like coleslaw. Now I will have if I have coleslaw on something like a sandwich or something like that, something else that it can mask the flavor of that, then I will have it. But to just have it as a side, I'm not going to eat that.
Man, coleslaw at all, man. Just I don't even. What's in coleslaw?
It's like it's cabbage. That lettuce is cabbage. So you don't like cabbage?
Hell no. I'll eat it, but man, cabbage, greens, just the texture is just so fucking terrible to me, bro. Ugh. It reminds me of Simba. Slimy yet satisfying. Ugh, no. But now I'm about to get out of here. It's 2 a.m. I gotta be up at like 9. So.
Cool.
But y'all
All
subscribe to Torian channel, subscribe to mine, man. I'm Modi J. This is the more you know. Remember, you can run, but you can't hide.
You can rap, but you can't hide.